Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Good. Thanks.
All right. All right, we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Instagram. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, PPE. We are all here for the All Shift Happily Now collaboration with the Priestess Portal Empowerment Meditation. I'm so happy to have so many of you here, and we have so many beautiful energies here. So we're kind of spreading this empowerment throughout the global meditation and seeing if we can reach everyone far and wide. So I'm excited to see the energies that we're gonna have here. Let me see, how do I increase this? Does this help? Is this better? Okay. So with that being said, just so everybody knows, we are doing, this is the 9/9 portal. This is a little bit different than we normally do. We're going to be having some different energies involved. We're going to be having some spinal energetics. We're very blessed to have Gail, the bougie healer, and Tani Sands do some spinal energetics during this meditation. This will be an 1.5 hour long meditation. We're still going to do our round robin and let everybody go around, but we're combining the divine feminine and this priestess portal empowerment with our All Shift Happily Now. And I'm sure lots of people who are here at the event normally watch this, you know, through YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. So we're happy to have you here live and bring your energy. With that being said, I'm Mina the Andromedan. I am a multidimensional hybrid soul, a fully embodied starseed. I sit the Andromedan Council, and my purpose for being here is to help starseeds kind of come into their power, so that way they can continue to help the collective. So in that way, I can help the collective indirectly. I do galactic history reports where I use my psionic abilities and using the quantum field and accessing the record of all records to find out all of your incarnations and do a karmic analysis, your gifts and any blockages. You can search me on all my socials and Meaningful Travels. I'll go ahead and pass it on.
Where do you want to go next?
Okay, Altia, go next.
I was just going to say, I'll speak again. So for those of you who are just tuning in now from Instagram, we just had a 1 hour session on the workshop of the Priestess Portal Empowerment. Tickets are still available. We are going to go on for a few hours today and tomorrow as well. So if you follow the link in my bio description, you can get your ticket and you will have access to the recording of all the information that came up yesterday and the one that we did today as well. Okay, so my name is Altea Lucrezia. I am also a psychic worker and light language channel, ET contactee. I do a lot of different types of work. I mainly empower starseeds, assist them to become the best possible version that they can be of themselves. I work with this new technology modality of light language, and I help access the Akashic records. I teach channeling. I have a different array of workshops up on my website of clearing and releasing attachments, abundance, manifestation. And I do have something coming up on the 11/11 portal for November, where I'll be working and explaining you guys how to work with numbers, synchronicities, and time. So how you can actually learn how to control time in your 3-dimensional density reality and experience from a 5th-dimensional perspective. So it's very, very, very exciting. I've got my collective healing event coming up monthly, which is on the 12th of September. That's only $12, 45 minutes of channeled light language. And yeah, basically, you know, you can just follow me either on my Instagram, but please guys, I really think it's ticket to this event is so good for you guys to get, because it's only $111 and you get 7 of us energy workers, 10 hours, maybe even more, of kind of like healing and clearing and releasing. So this is a little taste, because what we're going to be doing today is, you know, for the 0909, but really tune in, get the tickets, have access to everything, and you can come on live directly on the Zoom. If you buy it now, the link will be sent to you. Okay, so I think that's kind of it from my side. I'm going to, pass it on to whoever wants to introduce themselves next. And thank you everyone for being here.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I own 3C's Healing on Instagram. I'm a psychic hypnotherapist. I work directly with the mind to help activate your remembrance. I'm certified in QHHT. I work with past life regression. I also work with a variety of different techniques with the mind. I've had about 6 trainings with hypnosis, and so not one size fits all. I have another form to dive into your mind to activate those remembrances of who you are here and to release the shadow versions of yourself. I'm also an inner child healer, helping you to validate those feelings and emotions from an inner child perspective, where we can dive into your inner child through the mind and release and neutralize those energies, but also take the learnings and activate those remembrance. My newest form of modality is the Dark Feminine, where I will be actually launching my next Dark Feminine course on October 1st. It is an 8-week course that's going to be really incredible. If you're diving into Divine Feminine, the Dark Feminine is a great place to start to dive into that inner child healing, also that shadow work and an acceptance of who you are and not being afraid of who you are. And I know as an ascension guide to New Earth, I think the biggest way and the first part of our ascension healing is to dive into our shadow work and accept us. And that will activate the gifts and open up so many different avenues for you to an acceptance of you. So it's been great. If you have been on the Priestess portal, it's been such an empowering space for so many people. And it's only just begun. Like, we still have so many incredible healers. So grab that ticket. It's $111. You aren't going to find this value anywhere else, with such incredible, powerful, divine women that are here running this. My colleagues of 6 other women, they are powerhouses. They are divine feminine. They're embodied. And it's been such an honor to be with you, beautiful ladies. So thank you so much for allowing me to be here.
Thank you, Michelle. I'll go next. I am Natalie from Divine Transmissions. I also work in the space where I am ascension coach. I go through piece by piece using muscle testing. So what muscle testing is, Tanya explained it beautifully yesterday in our opening ceremony, but it's just source energy coming in, and the electromagnetic field around me picks up a yes or a no, and it's just very clear. So I use that along with messages from source to help guide the process of healing, lifting out different aspects of you that no longer serve you, different trapped and stuck emotions. And then using remote dropping to have a look to see through your past lives, to experience what you experienced. It's a little bit similar to reverse Q, like the quantum healing, so that Dolores Cannon had used. So instead of the client going through and them relaying what they're seeing and then healing and relaying the messages, I actually go in and have a look and see what's happening. And then we can clear from there, clear the lives through that method. I also work in the shadows as well, bringing out different aspects, going places where it might be viewed upon as aspects of yourself that you might not want to look at or see or haven't fully integrated yet. So pulling those pieces forward and helping with an integration process. I also have a course that just came out. It's all about clearing negative energy, identifying energy that doesn't serve you, removing archons and energetic things that are just in your space, and how to seal your space. You can find me at natalienadine.com.
Awesome, Natalie. I'll go now. I'm Gail, also known as the Bougie Healer. I know that name is really funny when you hear it at first, but it definitely was a download for me, because it is, we don't have to look and act like a hippie to be spiritual, right? We can have a nice life. We can love abundance. We can bring it in. And I've really gone through a lot of retraining, reprogramming of my own programming of lack. And, if you guys weren't there yesterday or you watched the recording, you heard a lot about our stories and where we're coming from and a lot of the traumas that we've healed ourselves in order to become space holders for others, to be mirrors. And, being homeless homeless with 4 kids and being in an abusive relationship, coming out of that lack mentality and healing myself and learning how to create my own abundance again and how to step into my power without worrying what other people are thinking, and really learn how to draw those boundaries and become a powerful fucking goddess and priestess on this earth that is guiding other people into the light and out of their shadows. Like, this is what I'm here for. And I became a healer in the process. So I'm an energy healer. Tanya and myself are partners. We do Mount Shasta healing retreats. We guide people through galactic contact. And so I had my contact experience, and that changed my life forever. And I had light language downloaded through me, and now I'm able to speak and translate light language. And I do spinal energetics as well. So that's one of the things that I'll be doing in this session is spinal energetics. We'll a little bit about that really quickly. Working with the spinal energies, we have a major spine and minor spines along the neck and along the lumbar. So if there's blockages there, we're going to unwind the blockages, get things flowing and moving, and activate the chakras. So if you feel energy moving through your body, just, if you need to stretch or anything, that's going to be a beautiful thing to help the energy move. If anything feels stuck and stagnant, the energy work that I'll bring in is going to help open and unwind the fixations, which is like a tension in your body, or it is an energetic blockage. And these are like emotions that just get stored in your body over years, over lifetimes. And I know a lot of us are really clearing those lower chakras right now. So we'll be focusing on the lower chakras as we're going through these activations. And I'm really just honored to be here with you guys to hold this space. It's so amazing. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Gail. My name is Tawny Sands, and for those of you who haven't heard me speak, I am a multidimensional holistic practitioner. I also use applied kinesiology in my practice. I have a whole practice that I work with clients in person and online. The intention is to assist the body in its optimal state of being, and to be free of whatever, let's say, unpleasant symptoms you're having. So like, for example, if somebody wanted to be headache free, I would test them what would get their body in that state. And then through that, I test all these different priorities to find out what the body is ready to address first. So I do one-on-one sessions, and I have package programs as well. Gail and I do retreats together. I have a book that I'm working on as well that will most likely come out next year. My intention is, I have this vision that everybody has access to muscle testing, understanding what their resonance truth is, and having that information available to every single person. So I am so grateful to be here with all of these beautiful women, and just fully in their power, and what's coming forward here on the planet is just such an exciting time to be alive. And I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. With that, I'm going to pass it off to Josie because she just joined us. And I look forward to this next hour and a half with you all.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your patience. I'm Josie, and I am a womb healer and Red Tent Women's Circle facilitator. And my passion really lies in the intersection between education and spirituality, specifically based around womb-based health for women, menstruation healing, sexual healing, spiritual healing, and how we can really start to see our period as an empowering process and cyclical part of our nature as women, and how inherent that is to our makeup, and how we can use the cycles of our menstruation to empower us in our work life and in our spiritual life and in our connection to all of life, and to really be able to ride those waves with more grace, more compassion, more self-understanding, more self-care, and really be able to integrate cyclical living as a lifestyle rather than something, and self-care as a lifestyle rather than something that we just do every now and then. So really it's about seeing the womb as this multidimensional portal to self-actualization, to self-expression, to sexual empowerment, and also to our creative life force that flows and stems through this sacred space. So thank you so much for being here. We're really honored to have you.
Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? I tried to fix my volume.
You sound echoey.
Yeah,
Good.
it's like you're in a church and
Good.
you're speaking and echoing everywhere. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, good. Well, it's nice to know the effects are working. So I turned the effects off, but that was supposed to sound like echo. Okay, cool.
God
All
voice.
right.
Someone just wrote God voice.
Goddess. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, again, thank everybody. I'm so grateful to all these beautiful goddesses that are here and all the goddesses that are on this live and all the gods and all of the goddesses and gods that are joining us. Remember that this is all about empowering you to step forward and fully embody your best version so that we can, change Earth. We can change all the things that we don't like, what's happening. Everything is coming to the surface. And like Tani said, it's an exciting time to be alive. So with that, let's get into our meditation state. So I want you to calm your mind, bring your center of focus into your heart center. I want you to take some deep cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Just release all of the troubles of the day. Just bring everything calm down inward, focusing on your breath. Just want to take your focus down, relaxing your mind. And I've been divinely guided that this time we're going to be focusing on releasing any tensions of the day, releasing anything that no longer serves your highest vibration, your highest timeline, bringing your focus into your heart, leading with your heart. Your decisions all come from the heart, followed by the mind, your body, your soul, all coming together in divine alignment. Deep breath in. Hold this breath. I want you to hold this. We're going to bring in some of that Kundalini just a little bit up, teasing it down from the base of your spine all the way up to your cerebral cortex and your pineal gland. Release. Okay. Uttosametima kasana itima tasani utuma. Inuatasana akasama tima kunuatana. Inuatasana anakasana ituma taisana anatasana. Ukusama atina kumatina. Usai nasai simatusai. Asai nusai nusa. Ikimasuna itimasa. Bringing in divine codes, divine feminine, wrapping us around, nurturing us, loving us, accepting us, understanding us deep from inside. Love and gratitude for yourself. Love and gratitude for those around you. Utusai kasana itisai utu. Ikuso maina inatusana akasia matisana ata. Kusaina unaisana asana. Usaina kasina matasana. Light and darkness embodied together, coming as one. Una sama tisa akisama atasana. Ituma asai nasai suna. Isai suasai. Akasi suanasa. Taina inatasama. Kasa sa 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 sa. Usaina sa. Inasai usa. Ikasina itusuna inatasa. Aina sa ina sa. Ukai sa 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 sa. Asai kasa. Usai inatasa. Rutina tosa. Kasaniti matina tutu sonata. Bringing in that divine energy up from the root chakra into your sacral, up into your solar plexus, aligning down with your heart, up through the throat, all the way up to your pineal gland, out your crown.
Ordaja, totuša karta, tässä tortata. Ekerto tušu karta, kiato, tortata. Ekorja tosuke tässä, torja tuoda maratia. Orja to korta se te ja to norri tässä puo. Enardo shakardo shianardo mana torta shokorda. Nardo to shakarta te se dardo tässä ja nardo chushka. Otar no nama orja to torta shakardo ritabata. Nordaja nana tohoreja ja morja se käänä se totaja. Eikä nordata shikotu shikia morto to shikartu shikortata ja tortata. Eikä torta manassa tajo tu sikiama tu sha nardu to shikartu.
Teia kai, tokomoja kai, teia kai, tekia kito komoja kai. Zaja kokieta kai, tekä moja kai, zanaja kai, tokokoja maja kai. Zia tokomoja kai, zananaja koko tokomoja kai, kiketa kai, tokomoja kai. Noja kataja kete tokomoja kai. Naja kataja kai, kokomoja kai, zananaja kete kokokoja kai. Moja he hiete kai koko moja ha hiete kokoit ja kieta koko moit zayanaya kokoja tai hiete koja naya kaya koko moja heit noja nai shu moja shikyu kait shikaya moja haite noja kait noja te sumoja kait zia te jakopoja kait koja kait zayanaya kai zayate Zumoya kai, Zododoyatai, Voya boyanaya kite, Zenanayate, Zoyo Dodoya moya kite, Zaya kaya koyatai, Shiki kokiata, Koya, Shiki tik, Voya, Voya, Koya.
Tia sakia storia atia santia la kuru otia satia shkia matia sea ori asatia shkuria satia makiasa uru otia shkia matia selekia matia sea tia sama uru otosiki amatia shkia la kuru otia santia la kuria ekia matias Ekiast otoristiki atiasiki atiasa. Samkuro otiaski amatiase ator okuro otiasantiaskur otoriatias. Or okia matiaski amatiase kia matiasea. Oria hatiasiki amatiasea kuro okia matiaskia setia. Atia seki atia sakuro okuoria amatia sea. Oro okia matia sea kuya tia sea modro kuria satia natia shia.
Voya kite.
Kunaya tietaka triate kumara isera yataka taina retra kurukuro ishera yatakia sheto kunaya shetakara soto koro ishena takita keita ya re atik oso yesara rane arasiera taka opening systems opening, putting in light divine rays, clean, releasing, all structures, all paradigms, letting go, dissipating, densities, It's time to let go. It is time to let go, 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 to let go. It is time to anchor into the heart, into more love, calling in divine rays, anchoring into expansion of self, opening to more light, opening, activating blueprint structure. Aligning structures, aligning systems, attuning, activating, opening, blueprint to more light, divine rays, anchoring, rainbow rays, there's a lot of contracts that are being broken right now. A lot of you are letting go of a lot of very dense things. A lot of densities in the roots and sacrals and solar plexuses. As it's only possible because all of us are channeling together. There's a huge blueprint structure upgrade that's happening to everyone right now. Opening, activating, attuning to more light, divine rays, anchoring, letting go, accepting more light, or rays, anchoring, it's time to let go, it's time to release, removing, a lot of work on the spinal column, a lot of work on the nervous system, removing, anchoring, taya reata kriktana trokoro isietaka, tieta reishira yasietukua tietaka, takia reta resarea, kia rotokora trieta, kieta sienataka, traya, kiera, trea, tieturo isai, sierra, traya, shira takra.
Goyate.
Utosai, inatu maikana asana itu mata, isakaina atasna unatasna unaina, releasing that, all of that density, removing that, releasing, asma, death of who you used to be, rebirth, lukaisna inatana, isana atama, unaina, isakaina, optimatina, sana atama, Naisuna imatasna akumatimata ikasana altimatisna unaka ikasa anatasa isa uka calm those energies, bringing it down. Take a deep breath in, and release all of that which doesn't serve you.
Just distributing some energy. Tukudaya koya te yaka kita kukonoya kai. Zia te yaka te yakokoya kimoya kai. Zoya te yakai. Yutokoya te kaya kai. Shukumoya kai. Shikatea kokea te kokoya kai na yaka. Zumpoya kai. Sunoya tai. Zia te yakai. Shukokoya mai. Zoya te koya kamanaya kai. Zoya tokoya kana. Sike shukumoy. Zaya kaya tokomoya kai. Se tai koya kai. Noya. Soya kayak, soya koya poya, shea kite, koya kite, yeta koya kite, kokomoya, soya te, koya kai, tikataya kagita kaya komoya kai, bea te kaya kokomoya kai, tikai, hua, yete yo koya maya kai, soya toya kaya te kaya, koya kaya tokomoya kai, bea te shukoya, shea kanaya kai, koya te, shea koya te. Koya kai hikieta koya kieta koya kamaya shoya maya zaya teya kaya te koya kaya teya kaya kita koya zaya teya kaya te komoya kaya shoya te soya teya maya koyat
E che torre tata scuta mana e che artorra ya tatutu cartu tur tata patasa a torre ya toya na apta sa torre ya tatu shukata tata tata urda uda marata atartu shukata urda da tartu shikartu ya mana no toro ora dai, ya na to. Ora ya to, shakara da, ya na. Ottora ta 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 ta. Torre ya, shokore ya, mardia, su se ta ta ta, shukoria, ta ta ta.
Breathing into the sacral chakra, the lower back, as we release now and unwind any of the heavy emotions that you're still holding on to, that you've repressed for so long. Taking a big deep breath and allowing it to be released and let go of for good. Allowing this sexual energy to rise up from your sacral chakra, up your spine and out through your entire field, igniting and radiating this sexual energy of the goddess and the priestess that you are. Allowing yourself to be free in this energy now as we step into this new timeline, fully embodied as the priestess. Ikia satia lakur otia sakia shtia naku ia satia. Balance divine, feminine, and masculine, allowing yourself to feel the union within your heart. Itiash kuria atiaskia matia sekia maturashkia tiase. Oro otiasa kia kia matiash. Feel your power center. Ia sikia maturo okia satiash kuya matiasa. I release control. I feel my power. Ia sitia lakuro otia sakiash turia. I am powerful. I am confident. Ia sikia matiash kuria antia seki amatia sikia maturosh kuya matiasa. I trust myself. Itia seki amaturo okia matiash kia. Feel yourself moving into the unknown now, fully embodied. A divine union within, balanced, harmonized. Release all the heaviness now to step into this power of the unknown. Open your heart to trust as we activate the heart. Iatia shkuria mati sikia matia se. Ikia maturo okuya matia shkia maturo otia sia. Dia se kia matia sa.
Takroaki takarai, sia tokorotria tika takaria sierra taka. Triana, re, re, rea, ro, 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 as we expand into the heart center. More light, more light, more light, more light, more light, more light. Thank you, Gail, for that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful heart opening. Hierro tokoro ishira, takara ishira, yatakana ishira, taka. Triata creo kukuru kuru ishira, yatekano sorokoti, tara ishetkat mria, tera ishira, taka. Treina reate kuru treasieta, kotokuno ishena, riate orokoro ishira, yataka. Trea nera, re, 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 re. Codes of embodiment coming in, anchoring, 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 codes of knowledge, codes of universal understanding, in anchoring, 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 anchoring into divine ray. Raya rea sieto kuro trokoro kuro ishira yatakat krasiera takat krasie na ratrieta ka trena rete koko uma isaita e shenataka trena rea tre kuro kuro triet katka sie kieto kai shira takat trianara rea ratre kuro kieta sie sat kot koro atreana ya naya rea sie rea tiet kara isiera takra.
Kaisai ututu saina tasa kunaina. Grounding in these darker energies, grounding in the lighter energies, let them meet in the middle. Ukai sana tisai unai shu 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 akashina tusa ina tusana anasa kina tusana ikusaika sai kusinasai usai sinasai umaina, grounding into Mother Earth, into her dark roots, into where she meets from the trunk up to the light, where her leaves branch and touch the light. Together that balance, kushai tisainai, unai sina kisana asa, ina dusu, ina tisana asa, ikasina inatasa. Let it activate every high priestess, every high priest here. Ukasini itisa inatuma, inatumai. Don't be afraid to step into your power. Unasina asai, isai kusaina asa, ikasainu, asai, sai, sai, sai. Ukusaina atasai, hai kru. Akasina itumatasa, inaina. Inaina tusaina. Let us ground into those energies, that yin and that yang embodying together in harmony, balance. Kuna sanita sai kusa. Shu shu shu. Anatasina atumatasa. Utakamatisa atumatina atasa akinatuma. And let that balance be joined together. That love and gratitude that you feel for yourself, all shadows, all light, all the darkness, it's all part of your journey. And it should be shown love and gratitude, no matter the experience. Utusamakina itisai kusa, inasai, asakashinatasa, unakashinatasa nata. Bringing it back to heart center. Deep breath into your nose, exhale out through your mouth.
Arreta tu sukareta na tuya eana tuya ota nartu shakata takio to da ya norata alchemizing, bringing in the element of water, alchemizing. Otaya to torreya tasakia torreya patasushkorotar torreya shukoreya torreya orreya tatasukoreya tasata torreya dara tatashkorta tasasto, bringing in the Merkaba with the blue violet flame. Ataya torreya tasasukoreya shukoreya. Spinning it, spinning it, spinning it, alchemizing, alchemizing, alchemizing. Eperator, chocorda petardo, shikarto, 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 kutakarto, shikarto, abarto, tukarto, tutato, tabarto, ardo, shikarito, kiarto, ardata, marto, clearing the throat, opening your throat, opening your truth. Opening. Atartu, shakartu, chufapaya, yo, sukoya, yo, torre. Artur, totoyana, martor, shikartu, yamana, no, ardu, yara, anchoring that.
Ja, satani kreseto ora satar resatani kresetor or reseto ni kresetar ashtur rasatani kresetor ashtu este ni kreseto achrasato ni kresetor arrasatani kresetor ashtur resatar ashtu Estu, rasatani cresiator, o rasatani crasatar, acresatar nastu, estu, rasatar.
Breathing in, filling every cell with the highest frequency available to you, to your vessel, as you anchor in to your natural pillar, the highest frequency, full embodied you. Ora kete pata I patasta itukura hasta matakataka. Ira katakato ustida veketi sitikoto. Connecting all frequencies, all pillars, all chakras, grounding into the earth, calling all parts of yourselves back to this present moment, any fractulated pieces of you coming back to a whole awareness of you as whole, all that you are, all that you are created to be.
Again, those who have been talking mermaids, just advising you to love all parts of yourself, accept all of yourself, light and the dark.
We anchor into the heart center. We anchor into unity. We anchor into love. We anchor into compassion. And we call in all parts of self. We're going to do a little bit of soul fragment retrieval, opening, 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 opening. Opening systems, opening, cooling in, calling in. Opening portals, clear, releasing, attuning, anchoring, neutralizing timelines. Quieto, cota, rea, sí, esaro, ya, ishera, ya, taka, Dania, teta, tita, teta, tiria, te carasieto, coto, cata, quiera, shera, cata, ratrietaka, ishanatakie, matu, kuaise, rea, te akera, ishera, tieta, cry, cria, shira, anchoring into unity, tuning, anchoring, attaching, so fragments coming in, anchoring. It's a collective soul fragment retrieval. They're making me do quiero kuro ishirata tata sieto kukuro ishirayataka tata shiratakara siratakara. This isn't even stuff from this universe that's coming in. Tiaro kuro ishinatai natai shiratakara treo kuro. It's a huge integration. Ndakuro siratakara is going to take days to integrate. Kara ishira for everyone. Katakria ishinataka trienatakia te kasoro kuro tietaka rianeatika roa ishira siratakara treakirataka. Tuning, rainbow race spectrum, anchoring, more light. Takia reatie sokura yataka chena yataka ndria te karasira, activating memory, activating, upgrading quantum memory systems, expanding. This is also tuning into the cranial structure, the higher chakras, breaking free, opening and tuning, anchoring, more light, divine rays, closing portals, closing kiaro integrating, anchoring, grounding.
A lot of beings showing up. Oh God, they're just crystallizing some of those pieces for us. Some anchoring. Expanding this energy out.
We've got
Balancing
nuclear
it out,
fusion.
balancing. Shupoya, shitai, hutoi, hutoi, suitai, hoyakai, sheyakai, shoyakai, hiete, hoyakai, shuapoi, haya, shupoya, shumoyakai, shuatuakai.
We've got some nuclear fusion energy coming in from the central sun. This is going to be an intense integration. Una taisina itima kina itisa ituma itina itima ku ina tu saina atama itima itu ukasana itima ituma itina akasana ukina ita una itima ita ukusana ine atama itima kuma ine nati kasana atama una tisa ina itima eka unukuma ita ikasana ina itima, spreading it out over the earth. Una katima itisana atitana ina kisa atuma ina atama ina kuna itima itinu sana adama akana kasnya atia una kina repetata sne ata ina karapatere sana aka tisa unalumia ata sa akia ata una kuma sina ina ata ana itima ush kaka isakana ina kasana sana kina timata anata ina kumaitina asana. Just take in deep breaths. Una kaisana ita metina sana ana tima kuna atai ana tai nukuna sana ina tuma timata sana ana kuma ina ata sana ana ikuna ita na inata.
Calling upon the violet flame to now blaze through every cell, every molecule, every atom of our being, blazing through our auric field, our energy field, dissolving any cords, attachments, and hooks that may be holding back our expansion and creating this distortion of energy, holding us in a pattern that is no longer serving us. We ask the violet flame, thank you, Saint Germain, for assisting us in dissolving and transmuting these energies that are out of balance and alchemizing them into light, into freedom. We call upon the energy of joy. We call upon the energy of freedom. Feel the heart opening now into freedom, letting yourself receive more love and give more love in your life, activating a higher capacity of this fifth dimensional love. Breathing the violet flame into your third eye, allowing it to dissolve any fogginess that prevents you from tuning into your inner wisdom, activating your gifts and abilities to the highest expression that they are ready for at this time. Breathing in the flame into your third eye, allowing the transmission to resonate, to activate these abilities and clear the fear in using these abilities in this lifetime now fully activated. Iatia sakuro otiashkia matias. E akoro matia sekia maturosh. Ia sati akoro matia sekia matiash. E akoro matiasa. Feel the opening, allowing you to tap into higher dimensional informations and receive these messages that are guiding you, activating the memories, welcoming the Lemurian Council of 12 now to assist us in activating these memories within our DNA. Ikia saturo umetiash kia maturo. Ia asatia makuya sati akia matiash. Ekia matura amatia seki. Clearing all fear and activating your full potential now in this lifetime, in this embodiment. Iktia sakuya matiashki amatia sakia. Clearing all lack frequency from your root chakra. Itia sakuro umetia saku ishitia matiasa. Feel yourself moving into your power now, embodied, moving into this void of the unknown, being in your power in this new way of being, without fear, without resistance, knowing that you are fully supported because you are creating a support system within your spine, within your root chakra, with the earth, anchoring this energy down through the soles of your feet and into the planet, into the core of Mother Earth, feeling her divine feminine energy holding you, breathing her green golden energy up through your feet, into your body, into your root, and feeling the support and the abundance she is co-creating with you. Ia satia maturo okia matiash. Ekiyama, feel their energy merging with yours now, the divine feminine. Ia sakuria matia sekia, balancing your inner masculine and feminine. Ia toro okia matiashkia matiasa, anchor your root, anchor your root. Feel the strength in your root, feel the abundance, feel the prosperity in your root. Ia sakuru umiashatia ku ia matia sekia maturo okia. Clearing all timelines now, healing timelines for the point of very first creation of the distortion of the lack in your root chakra. Ia sakuru umiatia sakia maturu ushkia matia. Ia sakuri amati asakia matia sakura amatia sia kuya matia sa. Feel the strength, feel the support.
Mary Magdalene is here. She's here to invite you to step into that power after that beautiful activation and clearing that Cleo did for us. So yeah, kai te tuia te kai te kumoia kai suia te koia te kia te koia kai kukoia kia te koia kukoia kia te kumoia hia te ai kukoia kukoia te kia te koia kia te kai te koia mai hia te ai koia kai koia te kia tai, koia kai kia te kia kum. Soia te kia kai te kia to koia kia te koia moia kai. Soia te koia kai te kia to koia kai. Moia se he te koia he te koia. Soia to just instilling that empowerment into your system. So you see a sight. So your toya here te kai, te toya koia here te koia kai. So to toya te koia te kukai te kia te kia te koko moe ha height. Toya kai here te kia te kai te to koia te kia. Feeling that motherly love coming through for her. Chutoya se kia tai to koia kai sik tai kia to koia. So koia kai te kia to koia te kia kai. Soya moya hia te to koia hia to koia hia koia hai koia hai pio hioia te to koia hia to koia sa hia hoi hia koia hia koia hoi.
And now, grounded in Mother's love, we're going to let Gail and Tani do a little bit of spinal energetics to kind of anchor in those energies and kind of remove anything that they feel needs to be removed from the collective for the last portion of this meditation. So I want you to get back towards your meditative state, calming those energies, bathing in Mother Gaia's love, bathing in Mother's love.
I like everyone to breathe into the throat for a moment as we're feeling a lot releasing from the throat and the repression and suppression of the things that you have been wanting to express about yourself and the world, and anything that comes up for you, just relaxing into the throat and the back of the neck as we release and we free your expression. And you let any feelings come up, any emotions come up that wants to come up for you here. Now, as we open up the throat, we're clearing out the heart now, breathing into the heart and the back of the heart as we open up the energy of the heart portal to flow more freely and open you up to trusting yourself, to trusting your own power, to letting go of the fear in your heart and anything that is not love in your heart, just anchoring into this love frequency as you release, let go of the heaviness in your heart. Big deep breath in and out of the heart. Breathing into the solar plexus now, into the back of the spine as we unwind any tension here and anything that makes you feel powerless. Any anxiety, any doubt, any fear, illusion in your power center. Completely unwinding your energy, allowing it to move up your spine. And if you need to move your body, if you need to stretch to help the energy move, feel free to move your body however it wants to move. Let the energy flow up your spine like a snake, activating the memories within, activating your Kundalini energy, moving up your spine. Now moving to the sacral chakra below the belly button as we really activate the sacral energy. And if you feel like your hips want to move, you want to start moving your energy in your hips, please feel free to move that energy around. Allowing all repressed emotions to come up and flow through your spine. Opening up your hips. Igniting your goddess energy within, allowing it to flow up your spine and up through your crown. Anchoring into the root chakra now at the base of your spine as we activate. Move this energy all the way up. If you feel like you need to stretch, if you feel like you need to move, if the energy feels like it's getting stuck, please move the body, do a stretch, do a breath up the spine. Feel how free it is to let that energy flow and no longer hold the emotions in, no longer hold the energy in. Let it move through your body. Let it move. We're moving to the cosmic headset and the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. As you breathe in that energy from the base of your spine up your crown chakra, into your third eye, into your pineal gland, activating and igniting all that is ready to be expressed at this time. Removing any chips, implants in your abilities that have been blocking you. Any technology we are removing now that has been preventing you from accessing your full divine abilities and DNA.
Removing anything wrapped around the third eye, allowing it to release and let go, floating away into the nothingness which it became. Allow it to dissolve, releasing its grip, becoming nothing. Let's focus, continue to focus on the third eye as we clear anything that has been in our way of seeing the truth, of allowing ourselves to see the truth, as we know that when we release all ego attachments, we allow ourselves to see more clearly.
Just take a big deep breath and feel the breath in your spine moving from the root all the way to the crown, and then back down, and feel how open your chakras are. Feel how free you are. Feel how in this embodiment you are no longer a prisoner to these lower frequencies. You have decided to be a co-creator and allow these energies to move freely in your body and to unwind. Big deep breath into the heart. And an exhale as we open the heart even bigger now to receive more love and give more love in your life. No more fighting, just peace. No more fighting, just love.
Bringing in that compassion, knowing that all things serve a benefit. And even the misunderstandings and misidentifications, misjudgments, things that we've held on to that we thought were right and that we felt the need to fight for, allow ourselves to release that fight and step into compassion, knowing that those are doing just as we have been doing. We forgive ourselves and we allow ourselves to forgive others and to meet in a new space of openness and love and light, compassion.
Just allowing these energies to now move through your body and continue to process as you breathe and receive. And now if anybody else would like to offer any healing.
I'm getting a lot of repressed emotions, and this is probably going to lead into mine. And I can tell the collective is preparing to release a lot of repressed emotions, and that can manifest in feeling nauseous in all of the different types of ways you release, and burping and yawning and crying and laughing. Just take some deep breaths and feel all of that as a collectively, you know, it releases all of this out, this kind of nauseous feeling. Let's get it out. Some short breaths. Just exhale it out. If you're feeling a little lightheaded, it's okay. We're just going to come back down to 0 point field, relaxing into those energies. It's a lot of intense work we just did to you and the collective. Just take it in, take a moment to process it. We're going to bring back the attention back to the focus of your heart center, guiding down, just bathing yourself in love and gratitude for whatever you're feeling, whatever emotions you're feeling, whatever physical manifestations that your body is having. Everything that happens to us physical is just a physical manifestation of a spiritual ailment. So just let it to process, integrate all of everything that you felt, all of those emotions, all of those feelings, and exhale it with every breath. As you contract inward with the universe, as that inhale, and exhaling all the way out as you further contract down, coming back down, down to earth, down to the center, down to the quiet of your breath. Taking your focus, focusing now back to your body. How do you feel? How does your legs feel, starting with your root, from your toes all the way up into your sacral, into your solar plexus? How are you feeling? Deep breath in, out. Now at your heart center, up through the throat. Is it relaxed? Is it calm? Into your third eye. Are you open? Are you receiving? Is your mind quiet into the crown? Is your soul at ease? Deep breath in, calming down. Bringing your focus down. Now bringing your focus to the back of your eyelids, seeing what light comes through your body. How does your back feel? Are you seated? Is your spine aligned? Are you relaxed? Sinking down deep into the chair. As we just come back to the ground, feet planted into Gaia. Bringing your attention back now to the sound of my voice. Now your thoughts slowly come back in. And we're going to bring our attention now. Open your eyes slowly. Coming back, coming back. Look around you, notice the light, get adjusted back to the light, back to this reality. So now we're going to take some time and we're going to talk about things. I want to know what you're feeling. We're going to take just a few minutes and maybe this last bit of time to talk about what things came up. We're going to start with the girls. What did you see? What did you integrate? What did you bring in? I'll start with myself. I had a lot of this balance with the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the light and the dark, and that war between each other and ourselves, and realizing that it's not a war. It's just a very tight hug because we're all connected, right? That's the yin and yang. And as I was bringing in those energies in, I had beings like the Hydra, the divine serpent women that come in and impart divine knowledge, wisdom, and truth. I had the archangels. I had the Andromedans come in. I had even the Speakins come in. I had a lot of intense light mudras come in, a lot of codes that came in. And all of that was just integrating and also upgrading. There was a lot of upgrades that had to take place. And I saw this big nuclear fission at the end that was literally retrieving a lot of literally nuclear energy from the central sun so that it could bathe everything in life and give us the boost that we needed to further upgrade and integrate a lot of the codes that the girls did. And this message of just understanding that there is no battle between the light and the dark in the sense that it's an external battle. It's always a battle within ourselves of loving each other and accepting each other and accepting ourselves and accepting the light and the dark within ourselves, because we're just reflections of everybody else. And so that light and darkness that we see in others is always a reflection, right? We're all source. So it's a reflection of source consciousness. So it's a part of us. So we need to integrate that. And that's kind of my piece that that came in on my side. A lot of releasing. Yes, absolutely. Definitely a lot of releasing. A lot of nausea for me from the collective, and a lot of burping and a lot of just intense breathing, like almost like a labor. A feeling of that mother, like that releasing of that rebirth, from that death to life cycle, then rebirth. So a lot of that came in for me as well. And I'll pass it off to the girls and see if what you guys experienced.
Yeah, I just briefly want to add something. Thank you, Gail and Tony, for that beautiful, beautiful opening and activation of the spinal. If some of you guys are feeling headaches, or if there's I'm picking up a lot of concentrated energy in the higher for a lot of people. So what you can do is to balance out even just a forward fold, an inversion, just putting your head down and getting blood to your head for like 10, 20, 30 seconds or so. When this is done, or now, wherever, is going to help just kind of level it out. I did a little bit of work for everyone, but I'm seeing a lot of people that it's almost like they brought all the energy up, and some people are struggling to kind of like integrate it and embody it in the higher chakras. So I just really wanted to briefly add that. With regards to me and the work that I did, I saw, it's very beautiful. Thank you also, Mina, for sharing that. I mean, I saw us all connected to a new grid of knowledge. That's kind of like what I saw, almost like a new blueprint grid of information that came in, and we all kind of anchored and connected to it. I don't know if this implies a timeline shift for everyone. It is a possibility as well. I did do soul fragment retrieval. So a lot of you will be integrating and activating and opening, system clearing, peripheral clearing, cranial structure, higher chakras upgrade, embodying, grounding, releasing sexual cords, removing balancing divine masculine and feminine, exactly like Mina said as well, codes of knowledge, codes of understanding. I did a general blueprint restructuring. So whatever came through and was needed for the individual at that moment in time is what will be integrated. A lot of you will keep on processing through your astral space as well. I had my whole astral team. Well, I had a few of my other multidimensional parts of self that came in and said they're going to finish off in the astral. So if your dream space is going to be quite intense, or if you see me or any of the girls, like it's, there were a lot of, we all had all our teams here. There were a lot of beings that came and assisted. I channeled a little bit of Victorian technology. I had the Pleiadians, the angelics were here. There was Mary Magdalene as well. She came through earlier when I did my workshop. And as I think Natalie said, she had her on as well. So it was definitely a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd be processing for a few days. You might feel the recalibration going on, up to 3 weeks for full integration of everything, because there's definitely a lot. But yeah, I guess thank you for everyone for holding the space and allowing this beautiful container. For me, for myself, I moved through a lot physically. I know you can't tell, but I was actually hot, cold, sweats. There was a lot for me clearing, obviously, like the burping and the coughing and the gagging and the yawning, but that muted. So unless you were on Instagram, you didn't get the background of that. But yeah, that's kind of like it for me. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that came through. Yeah,
Yes.
beautiful. Also, I think it was Michelle, someone at one point went into the root and the embodiment and the grounding and the Merkaba activation. So for sure, a lot of energy with that came through. Saint Germain, Christ Consciousness, Mary Magdalene, Zadkiel came through as also. I mean, there was the whole angelic team. There was so many beings, the blue avians, the speaker, like Mina was saying. So it was just, yeah, it was just like the whole team and your teams and our teams and everyone kind of like came through together. All our ascension councils were here, were present. So very beautiful and embodied activation, very deeply rooted within the rewiring of the blueprint structure. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have actually a full rewiring of the full chakra system as well. It's nothing to worry about. It can leave you a little bit kind of like lethargic for the next few days. So if you are feeling that for 2 or 3 days that you're lethargic, you need to sleep more, you're probably having a whole chakra system rewiring. So yeah, okay. So that's it for me. Thanks, guys.
For myself, I was working quite a bit on the chakra clearing. At first, I was seeing that grid. Everybody was adding their pieces to it. Everybody doing their different light language, contributing to those pieces. Again, all the different beings showing up. Sometimes some of them are quiet. They sit in the back and I call them in. So there was a piece where I was specifically identifying a race and calling them forward. Lots of my pieces were a lot of anchoring in of things, bringing that energy through and down into our bodies, adding crystalline throughout that to anchor that in. Lots of like circling of the chakra and pulling out, circle the next chakra, pull that out, circle, pull. There was a piece where I was sewing something in. So this hand was here and I was like sewing something into things. Probably construct. They don't tell me a whole lot. We're working. You can see it. So I'm working away, seeing it. That was, I think, they're telling me now the blueprint, adding to the blueprint that Altia had done. And I'm trying to see what else there was. Oh, Lady Magdalene came in near the end to tell me everybody has embodied their higher pieces. Everybody's retrieved their higher pieces. Now she's just standing everybody up, holding them in a big old cosmic hug and just being like, guys, you got this. Like, feel my warmth, feel my energy, feel my love. Feel like you're so blessed and you're so beautiful and I love you so much. And she's just giving that motherly like speak to everybody on that soul level. So that was happening for me.
So when I first jumped on, when Mina started, I immediately saw the grid. And so I was like, oh, we have to fix this grid. It was like, it kind of looked like a broken road is what my third eye was seeing. And so I started cleaning up the grid. And I think, I don't remember whose light language came on, and all of a sudden the light just started coming in. And they're like, start gridding, start pulling. So I just started putting light beams in all of these grids, just anchoring everybody's energy and the root chakra and coming in, doing all that groundwork in the root chakra. And just working my little tail, running around, all my little beings just running around, pulling that grid. And then I went through and I coated the grid. I think it was... I don't remember, but someone came in and like anchored, and we finished anchoring it. And then I went through and sealed it with God codes and this beautiful gold and platinum lighting, making sure the grid's all beautiful. And so what I was told from my higher self was that this is a new grid system that we're all anchoring in, timeline, and that we anchored the collective into this new timeline, this new grid system. I also activated abundance codes into those. And so giving people that sovereign feeling of making choices because they want to, and it feels good in their body, and giving those sovereign codes as well. And I was sewing something too, Natalie. I was like, I don't know what I'm sewing here, but I kept seeing spirals, and then I started seeing actual light language coding. And so I, at the end, after Gail and Tani, I put those light codes into everyone, activating with after their Spinal Energetics, which by the way was so beautiful. I can even feel the energy in my spine physically. I yawned a ton and was burping and spitting energy. There was a lot of density that had to be cleared as well. And I also noticed the yin and yang. So I was bringing in the yin and yang energy and harnessing that energy and moving it in people's bodies to feel that balance of masculine and feminine, and going back into that alchemy space. And that was when I brought in the blue Merkaba with violet flame and spinned it into the heart chakra to activate those openings. I think it was after Gail, you had done a light language activation, and I went through that. And then I noticed a lot of density in the third eye, and also vision. It was a lot. I did a whole clearing of the vision. It was almost like I was just wiping with beautiful coating. Yep. I think I did this for probably 20 minutes. I was just like going through it. I'm like, it's just clearing the third eye so people feel like they can see and they don't feel like they're crazy, and that acceptance pieces. So I felt like I was kind of in the groundwork of while people were moving things. I felt the what did you call Mina? The snake people that, because I've been one of those. So I brought
hydras.
The hydras. Yeah. So I tapped into that lifetime of mine, and I brought in that energy of snake and brought it through the spine. And then I feel like Gail and Tani just harnessed that spinal energy so beautifully. So that's what mine looked like. So it matches up with everybody else's.
Awesome. I'll share. I noticed Katerina, you commented, I cried so much I felt like I'm healing the witch wound. This is a big theme that I was feeling during this entire thing when we were activating, like, you know, something that we all kind of are moving through in that distortion energy. And that's why I was bringing in activations of the gifts and clearing in the fears when we were doing the spinal energetics, especially feeling a lot of the sacral chakra, just releasing the repressed emotions and the pain from those experiences of being told and shut down and told to repress your feelings, and then feeling like coming in this lifetime and having to go through abusive relationships, having to go through all of these repressing things, especially as the divine feminine on the planet, and not feeling okay, not feeling safe with coming out into your full embodiment, empowered. And that is what we're moving through right now. So that's what I felt a lot of us clearing, is those repressed emotions that make you feel like you're hitting a wall in opening up your full goddess expression, your inner union, divine union within, for the priest and priestess that you are. And really unlocking the throat is what I felt. A lot of what we were doing with the spinal energetics, I felt a ton of throat energy with this collective group, especially with just letting yourself unravel the ability to say, no, I need this, and this is what I want, and this is what I want to create, and this is what I'm co-creating with source, and not caring what's going to happen in that process. Whether it's like you've been trying to make other people comfortable your whole life and just holding yourself in because of that. It's like, why were we doing this? It's this old programming that we've been clearing here. And in the third eye, I felt a lot of that clearing too, is that old programming that's still running, the old thought forms that things are a certain way. And you've picked up this programming from your past relationships. I felt a lot of Lemurian energy I was working with, the Lemurian Council coming in and assisting us in like releasing those traumas from our DNA that we came in with in this lifetime, from Lemuria, from Atlantis, and just opening up our full expression to be that embodiment in this lifetime, and the ascending timeline of fully embodying and crystallizing in that energy, and just clearing. I felt a lot of fear just releasing from our throat, from our heart, from our sacral chakra, and from our third eye, where we can fully just now align ourselves and feel strong. And I was feeling a lot of movement in the spine for everybody, especially when we were getting to the lower chakras, because that's where I felt a lot of us. I know that Althea was feeling that too, in the sacral chakra and the lower chakras like coming up. And then when Michelle was activating the violet flame in the heart, that's exactly when I felt the violet flame coming in right before she did that. So Saint Germain was really present with us working in the violet flame, you know, transmuting and alchemizing energies for us. So now our auric field should be huge. It should be massive. So I would encourage everybody. I know when we feel our auric field can go from like here to like here with this energy work and the amount of clearing we just did of density, to be very mindful that your energy field is like extending probably 3 aisles in the grocery store over now at this point. So you can be very sensitive to people's energy and just make sure you're breathing and staying grounded, because I felt a ton of activations for myself personally with all of the girls' light language coming in and like tons of upgrades we received. So just drink a lot of water and be mindful that your auric field is probably huge right now. And it's very, very powerful and very strong. So your thoughts you're projecting are going to be intensified, so be very mindful of your thoughts and what you're co-creating now, because we just cleared a lot of bullshit so that we can anchor into that knowing of how powerful we are. So thank you guys for allowing us to hold this kind of space. These goddesses are so powerful. That was this massive, I'm vibrating right now. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. I felt a lot of archangel energy coming through, as well as elemental energy. The entire time I was working with everyone as well. I was going through individually for people that are here online and tuning into us live. I definitely picked up a lot of the 3 lower chakras and throat as well. And I feel like there was a big message too of really integrating everything fully into our creative power. Everything was kind of coming back in that connection with the heart and the solar plexus energy. I was getting a message that everyone here that is participating is fully tuned in to the highest aspect of themselves, and that really at this point this is like bringing it down. There was a lot of embodiment happening, a lot of emotional energy was coming up. There was a lot dense here, and even in the sinuses themselves carry grief. And as we've been here talking, I've been feeling it less and less from everybody. But I would encourage you to, with spinal energetics and any kind of energetic work that's heavy like this, it can work in the system for up to 72 hours. So I want you all to be really mindful in the next 3 days too, as things continue to work through you. You may feel emotional, you may feel like crying. I encourage you to allow it out. So do whatever you need to do to support yourself in that process. If you just need to take some time to journal a little bit and like set your intentions every day, allow yourself to the space to integrate, because there was so much energy that came through. And I could feel each and every one of you, all of us were shifting as well through that. So that was incredible, and much gratitude for all of you for allowing us to hold this space for you, and for your participation, your openness to really do this inner work. You all are incredible spiritual warriors, and that's what brought you here. And so I see you. The light within me acknowledges the light within you. Thank you.
I'll just quickly add that a lot of what I was working on was this unveiling, and especially when Tawny was doing this energetics of the third eye, there was a lot of these like veils and cloths like being removed from around the third eye, and a lot of also constriction and like almost like ropes around the neck and around the throat, like those were breaking. And I was focusing a lot on just like that whole expression piece and clearing that and really releasing those binds, those constructs, those ropes that are preventing us from moving forward, actualizing our vision, speaking our truth. So yeah, that was super, super powerful. I feel so activated right now. Thank you, priestesses. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for being here, for participating in this live meditation. Thank you, goddesses. Thank you, priestesses. I thank you to my lovely, lovely colleagues here and fellow goddesses. Like, you guys are amazing. And together we made this happen. And we put on a very powerful meditation with the help from everyone here and the collective. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close off the lives and shut those down so that we can get back to our PPE. Thank you everyone on Instagram that showed up, and YouTube and Facebook. We love you so much. We're so happy. I realize that a lot of people that normally join us there are here in the PPE. So our numbers were a lot lower just because of that. And so you guys are all loved and appreciated, and we will see you on the flip side.